Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened tonight in the 2024 NBA playoff date 37. Where tonight we played the game 3 on Western Conference Finals, where against the Mavericks defeated 116 to 107 the Timberwolves, and with this victory, the Mavericks took a 3-0 lead in the series, and the most probably is they are gonna to sweep the series. But to be honest, this 3-0 lead is a very is no some clear because this 2-0 has been very close, and maybe the series could have been 2-1 in favor to the Mavericks or 2-1 in favor to the Timberwolves, because this series has been a very close series. But the big difference has been in the clutch time in the last minutes of the game, in the fourth quarter, in the last 3 or 2 minutes of the game, where the Mavericks had played a tremendous basketball level in this part of the game, in the last three in these 3 games. And that has been the difference. This has been the difference to the Mavericks early in the series 3-0. Also, this was the same that had happened in the 3 games, where the game always in the first half there is a big in a big difference, but in the second half is when the game started to put a lot of excited. And the best part of this series has been the fourth quarter. About this game, the Mavericks play a tremendous basketball level in the first half, where they were leading by more than 50-point difference in some part of the game, but they were leading by just 8-point difference in the end of the first half. In the third quarter is when the Timberwolves reacted, and they played best basketball level of the night, where they played tremendous basketball level, where they tied the game, and they took the lead of the game 2 times. But later the Dallas Mavericks tied the game, and in the third quarter the game was tied, and in the fourth quarter it was the best part of the game, because always the difference was between 1 to 5 points difference, where all most of the part of the quarter the game was very close. But again, the Dallas Mavericks played better in the clutch time, in the last 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes of the quarter, where they created that big gap and got the victory. How I told you, in the first half the Mavericks played better, because in the first quarter they won it by 5-point difference, 38-28. In the second quarter the game was closer, but in the first minutes of the second half the Mavericks were leading by of the second quarter were leading by more than 10-point difference. But later the Timberwolves closed better the quarter. They lost against this quarter, this time by just 3-point difference, 27-24. And in the halftime the Mavericks were leading by just 8-point difference, 60-52. But to be honest, the Mavericks could have been leading this game in the halftime by more than 10-point difference. In the third quarter, how I told you, the Timberwolves put in motion, and they reacted, where they played a tremendous basketball level, where in this quarter they won it by 8-point difference, 35-28. They tied the game, and in the end of the third quarter the game was tied, 87-87. But how I told you, in the last minutes of the third quarter the Timberwolves took the lead of the game 2 times, but later the Mavericks reduced that gap and tied the game. And in the fourth quarter, in the first 8-9 minutes of the quarter, the game was very great, because the difference was between, how I told you a few seconds ago, between 1 to 5-point difference. But again, in the clutch time the Dallas Mavericks play better basketball, where they created that gap, and they won this game 116-107, and took a 3-0 lead in the series. About the overall statistics, for the Dallas Mavericks, they threw for a 56% from the field goal, and they made 14 triples. This was a tremendous performance, and they made 26 free throws in 31 attempts. So this was a very big difference to win the game. And by the Timberwolves side, they threw for a 51% from field goal, and they scored just 9 triples, and they just made 12 free throws out of 17 attempts. So you can see here that the big difference, one of the reasons why the Dallas won this game, is that they go 32 times to the free throws, and the Timberwolves 17 times, sorry. But the big difference is that the Dallas Mavericks attack more the paint. And in the individual statistics, again, the best player for the Mavericks were Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Each player scored 33 points, and these two scored 66 points out of the 116 points from the Mavericks. And the third best scorer was PJ Washington with 60 points, and the fourth one was Derrick Jones Jr. with 11 points by the Timberwolves sides. And the best player was Anthony Edwards with 26 points, where he didn't play a very good basketball in the first half, but in the second half they improved his basketball level, where they put emotion to the game, but it wasn't enough for them and they lost the game. And the second best scorer was Mike Conley Jr. with 60 points, and the third one was Karl Anthony Towns with a double with 11 points, and with 14 points and 11 rebounds. So what's next? The game 4 we will play this next Tuesday, and Dallas again, where the Mavericks will receive the Timberwolves, and 20:30 is third time. To be honest, I think that the Dallas are going to win this game because they have the momentum, and they are better team than the Timberwolves. And it looks like that the Timberwolves are tired because maybe the series against the Nuggets in the semifinal conference semifinals, it was very hard for them. They look tired, and the Mavericks looks better than the Timberwolves. So I think that in the game 4, the Mavericks are going to win this game by 5 or 10 point difference, and they will sweep the series, and they're going to win it, and they will qualify to the NBA Finals. So what's next for tomorrow? Tomorrow we will play the game 4 in the Eastern Conference Final, where the Pacers will receive the Celtics and Indianapolis at 20 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that the Celtics are leading this series 3-0. I think that tomorrow the Celtics are going to sweep this series because they have the momentum and they have the series under control. So I think that the Celtics are going to win tomorrow by 3 or 7 point difference. They're going to win the series, and they're going to sweep the series, and they're going to qualify to NBA Finals. So I think that both series, the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals, are going to finish in 4 games, and both teams, the Celtics and the Mavericks, will have more than 1 week to plan, and to rest and to plan for the NBA Finals. But let's see what happens. Let's see if the Pacers or the Timberwolves put emotion to each series. So in this video was my opinion about what happened tonight in the NBA playoffs, where the Mavericks defeated Timberwolves and they took a 0 lead in the series. And tomorrow we will play the game 4 in the Eastern Conference Finals, where the Celtics are leading the series 3-0. This is all for tonight. See you next video. Jura.